everybody and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Belgian double chocolate brownies. Now as you can see, these brownies aren't too cakey or too fudgy, they're that perfect in between texture. So let's get started. Okay, so first you just want to start off by lining your tray with some grease-proof paper, as you can see I'm doing here. And for this recipe you want to use a tray that's roughly 9 inches by 12 inches. And now is also a good time to preheat your oven to 170 fan or 190 for normal ovens. So as you can see, I'm just tearing off a bit of spare greaseproof paper, and then I'm just going to get some stalk or butter, whatever you want to use, and just grease the tray so it has something to stick to. Next you just want to measure out 250 grams of your Belgian dark chocolate. I'm using Caliber, but of course you can use any brand you like, and it's a 54% cocoa solid. I'm using chocolate chips here because they seem to melt a lot easier, I find, but if you're using a chocolate bar, just make sure to cut into small pieces. Next you want to measure out 175 grams of your margarine. I use margarine over butter just because I find it melts a bit easier again, but of course you can use butter if that's all you have available. Next you just want to get a pan of simmering water, and then you'll place your bowl, or I've got another saucepan that fits on top, and you're just going to melt this together. That's melted, you just want to take it off the heat and then pour it into a bowl for it to cool. I'll try to do it a bit more delicately than I did. And whilst that's cooling, you just want to get your mixer ready with a whisk attachment and measure out 3 large eggs. And to that you're going to measure out 200 grams of caster sugar, followed by 50 grams of dark brown sugar. Then you just want to whisk this on a medium to high speed for around 5 to 7 minutes. Now it'll start off this sort of brown murky colour, and then after it's been whisking for about 5 or 7 minutes it should lighten and go paler in colour, as you can see in the following clip. So it's gone a much paler colour, and it also thickens up quite a bit as well. So once it's become this really nice pale and sort of thick batter-like consistency, it's time to grab your chocolate mixture. So we're just going to pour that straight in. Then you just want to whisk it through until it's all combined. So once that's all combined, you just want to remove your whisk attachment and grab a spatula and just try and fold through any bits that might have been left out from the bottom. Next you just want to grab a sieve, and we're going to be sifting through our dry ingredients, so you'll need 220 grams of plain flour, by 60 grams of cocoa powder. Then you just want to attach your paddle attachment instead of the whisk because we're going to be folding the ingredients through. You want to mix on a slow speed at this point because we really don't want to overmix it. That's how you can get quite a chewy, dense, crumbly brownie, and we don't want that. So we're just going to mix until it's just combined, and then you want to grab your chocolate chips. So I'm using 100 grams of milk chocolate chips and 100 grams of white chocolate chips, but of course you can use a different variety if you prefer, but make sure you're adding around 200 grams. Then just mix this very slowly until it's just combined again, and then the batter is ready to be put into the tin. As you can see, I've got my pre-lined tin here and I'm just scraping out as much of the batter as I can into the tin. And as you can see, I'm using a rubber spatula, and these are really helpful at really scraping down the sides of the bowl. Then you just want to grab a palette knife or maybe the back of a spoon and just try work it into the edges as much as possible and get it nice and even. Okay, once that's all leveled out, you just want to place that in your preheated oven for around 20 to 25 minutes. Now I recommend checking earlier if you're not used to your oven or if you've not baked these before, because I find that you want to get the texture right with a brownie. So you'll know it's ready when the consistency on the skewer is kind of that of moist crumbs. You don't really want any raw batter, but you just want a few crumbs left over. So as you can see, there's just a few crumbs that are almost clinging to the skewer, and that means that the batter is all nicely cooked through, but there's still a bit of fudginess left behind too. Then you just want to cut up your brownies into whatever sizes you like. I do it 4 by 3, so you end up with 12 lovely 3-inch brownies. And then they're ready to enjoy. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I'll be back next week with another video. Thanks for watching, bye!